Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev.
Never leave Vrindavan. So, Krishna tells Balram, go, what, look what's happened. क्या हो रहा है ऐसा, because this kind of Mahabhav no one in Dwarka can have. Subhadra can have, but Subhadra, why will she have this Bhav now? So he sends, to Balram, what's happened, let me go and see. So as he runs, and then in the vibrations of that Mahabhav is increasing more and more intense. So as Balram is running, he's already feeling the ecstasy. He's already feeling the Vrindavan vibrations emanating from Subhadra's, body, already feeling. And he's like, automatic tears are coming out of his eyes. He's like, running and dancing and jumping and I don't know what not is automatically happening to his body just because of those vibrations, for example, if you go to temple, automatically, in the vibrations of the temple, your heart starts clapping, your hand starts clapping, your leg starts moving, even though you don't want. but automatically, अपना पाँव हिलने लग जाता है, हाथ हिलने लग जाते हैं, सर हिलने लग जाता है ना, automatically. The vibrations of that place is so potent. Similarly, the vibrations of that place was so potent that Balram, even though he had not reached, but he could feel those vibrations and he started showing Satvika Bhav. While running, while walking, all the Satvika Bhav, started coming. He was stumbling, he was, crying, he was laughing, he was, jumping, he was, dancing, he had goosebumps on, and ecstasy and everything he had feeling. So when he reached there and when he saw Subhadra, oh my God, he was like, my God, stunned. What is this? And then he said, what's going on here? Why is she this way? Then he put his ear, on the door and he was hearing Radha Krishna Katha is going on inside. And the moment he heard, tuk, ekdam, his hands went inside because he already, ecstasy आस्वादिक भाव already आ गया था. तो एक moment में उनका हाथ पूरा अंदर, आंखें एकदम बाहर, legs पूरे अंदर, and this, he was like stunned again, kurmara, like fully stunned, stamba roop, kurma roop, Mahabhav ecstasy he was feeling. So Krishna is now wondering, अब दो लोग का हो गया, पहले एक का था, अब दो का हो गया, तो अब मल्टीप्लाई हो गया. तो कृष्णा इज लाइक, मैंने बलराम को भेजा ली लेने के लिए, लेकिन यहाँ तो और ज्यादा है, मतलब बलराम को भी ऐसे हो गया, मतलब ये क्या हो रहा है. सो कृष्णा जस्ट लेफ्ट हिज राजसभा, and everyone is looking what happened to Krishna, where he's gone, but he runs, let me see what's happened. So now as Krishna is running, so now first the vibration was one of Subhadra, now Balram, Subhadra both mixed. So Krishna is feeling double those ecstasy, double the ecstasy of what Balram was feeling, and he's like, he's also like jumping, crying, like a crazy person. He become like a crazy person, like a person, like bhoot aa gaya jisme, वैसे he became like, dancing, stumbling, crying, hallucinating, hair standing on his body, perspiring, tears flowing, so all those bhav, and nearly fainting, and then he fainted and he got up, again fainted, got up, like that he's going, and he sees, as he reaches, he sees, oh my God. No, he's like fully shaking, shivering, shaking, in ecstasy, not in fear, in ecstasy. When he sees Subhadra and Balram like that, and then he sees, what is this, then he puts his ears there, and he also, it's Krishna's own pastime now, the moment he hears Radhe from Rohini's mouth, tongue, he also goes in ecstasy. So all the three these brothers and sisters, they all, Jagannath, Subhadra, they all are in this ecstatic form of eyes bulged out, both the hands strengthened, both the legs strengthened. So this Narad Muni is telling, Indradyumna, this is the highest form of ecstasy when Krishna is feeling separation from Radharani. This form which is revealed to you in this day of Brahma, this form of Krishna will call Srimati Radharani towards him, and Radharani will have to manifest just to stop, just to what do you say, break the separation of Krishna, she will have to manifest. And she will manifest as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Just to, because if Krishna doesn't break, how will he do? So this is the most ecstatic form of the Lord, when he is feeling separation from Vrindavan, separation from Radharani. And normally when Radharani is feeling separation, Krishna has to come to pacify her and to break her separation, and for the union. But this is the form which will force Radharani to come on the earth to break, to fulfill the desire of Krishna, because Krishna wants to see Radharani. So this is what, this is how, this form was revealed to, in the first, Swayambhu Manu, the day. So many people ask, how come Radharani is, so first of people say Radharani name is not there only in Shastra. But then when I show them Rigved, Samved, it is there, then they ask how it is possible, in that. Because in the Narad Muni had already revealed that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radharani and all, they will come in the first, of this only had revealed. So then, as this, is revealed, then, one by one, the moment, Subhadra comes out of her ecstasy, she runs, she runs to Vrindavan, on the chariot. She sits on the chariot and runs. So what is Jagannath Yatra? Jagannath Yatra is first Subhadra. If you see, first the Ratha of Subhadra comes out. You will see first the Ratha of Subhadra moves out. So this is saying, that Subhadra is moving to Vrindavan. But बहन को भाई कभी अकेला नहीं छोड़ता है. बहन जब अकेली जा रही है तो भाई को अकम्पनी करना पड़ेगा. तो कौन अकम्पनी करेगा? दाऊ भैया, बड़े दाऊ भैया, accompany. So bigger bhaiya, that is the duty of the bigger bhaiya. Then Balarāma Rath comes. But then Krishna can no longer, feel. He can, ये दोनों जा रहे हैं और मैं नहीं जाऊं. ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? ये दो जा रहे हैं और मैं नहीं जाऊं. कभी ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? So then Krishna also runs. So the whole Jagannath Rath Yatra, which happens once in a year, it is, why once in a year? Why once in a year? Why once in a year? Who can say why once in a year? Why Jagannath Rath? Because Krishna comes once in a day, Radharani comes once in a day, and Lord Chaitanya comes once in a day of Brahma. So that's why it is that once in a day of Brahma it happens. Once a year this happens. It signifies that Krishna, Radharani has come. She has descended. And Gundicha, and it goes from Jagannath temple to Gundicha. So what is Gundicha? Gundicha is Vrindavan. Vrindavan. So it means that, Krishna is going to Vrindavan to meet Radharani, because Radharani has appeared in Vrindavan. So this is the whole Rath Yatra, which Narad Muni told to Indradyumna Maharaj. So then, king was like totally stunned. He was having Astasattvika Bhava. Oh wow, I don't know. Like he's stunned, कि मेरे हाथ से क्या हो रहा है. मेरे हाथ से क्या हो रहा है. मेरे हाथ से वो फॉर्म आ रहा है जो फॉर्म में कृष्णा is feeling the highest form of separation from his beloved devotee Srimati Radharani, and I have become an instrument to manifest that form. So he is wondering, ये form किससे इसकी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा कराएं. So this form was revealed on the first day of in Satyuga on Snan Purnima. This form was revealed on Snan Purnima, but it was installed 15 crore 34 lakh thousand years back. Why? Because now they go to Brahma and they come back. So जो आने में टाइम लगता है ना, उस टाइम की वजह से बाद में इंस्टॉल हुआ, वरना ये डीटी वो टाइम पे इंस्टॉल हो जाती है ना, बिकॉज दे हैड टू गो टू ब्रह्मा एंड देन कॉल ब्रह्मा हियर. सो दैट्स व्हाई उसके बाद में हो गई इंस्टॉल. सो देन नारद एंड Indradyumna Maharaj, they go to Brahma to inaugurate, to invite him to inaugurate it. And then Brahma sees a nice time, which should be done, and then he will come. So as they are going, at Brahmaloka, the gate, so the gatekeeper and he told Narad and Indradyumna Maharaj to wait there. Brahma is, he's singing, he's doing his singing practice, rag. कौन सा राग पता नहीं, राग भैरवी, something like that. Brahma is doing his ragas, So then Brahma comes after swing the raga. Then he says, "Oh king, since you left the earth, hundreds of different kings have come and gone. So now return to Purushottam Kshetra, and I will soon come when everything is ready." So this is why so much time passed. That's why it was installed 15 crore 34 lakh years back. So from now onward, then Lord will appear as Jagannath. So Brahmaji comes, he installs those deities as Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan Chakra. So then Brahmaji blesses the means because every 12 years you have to carve. So Brahmaji says that every 12 years when a new deity is carved, that deity will be carved from a special tree which is a transformed hair. That tree is a transformed hair from the body of Krishna. So whatever now also whenever a new deity is carved, that is also a hair of Krishna. From the hair of Krishna, all the deities are carved. Whatever deities are carved, so they also, as they are carved from a special tree, and that tree is the hair of Krishna. So when Purushottam, when Indradyumna Maharaj, he reaches Purushottam Kshetra, so he finds out, that even though such a time has passed, so the temple which he had built, it is still there. Nothing has happened. So then Brahmaji comes and he does, and he performs the installation, everything, and then Brahmaji gives mantra diksha. So he gives mantra diksha to the king, and and he advises the king to diligently worship Lord Jagannath. So finally Lord Brahma says, "O king, anyone from any caste or creed who worships this form of the Lord with devotion will become completely freed from all sin." And then Lord Jagannath himself smiled and spoke to the king in deep and pleasing voice, explaining the details of performing every rituals and ceremony. So this is, this complete story is there in Skanda Puran. Jagannath Bhagwan ki, Baldev ki, Subhadra Maiya ki, Sudarshan Chakra ki, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jagannatha Swami Yanapatagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jai Jagannath. So two stories I have told. So now there is one more story. This happened this story which Narad Muni told happened in the previous day of Brahma, and this happened in the previous day of Brahma. Okay? So now the story जो होगा वो previous day of Brahma में हुआ था. सो हमको 3 कृष्णा की पास्ट टाइम हमको पता है ना. अभी जो बताया मैंने वो प्रीवियस डे ऑफ ब्रह्मा में हुआ था, और ये प्रीवियस टू प्रीवियस डे ऑफ ब्रह्मा. It's mostly similar only, but little bit different is there. When Krishna lived in Dwarka, he was always thinking of Radha's suffering in her separation. Even while dreaming, Krishna cried, "Radhe, Radhe, Radhe," identifying with Radha's deep viraha bhav, emotion of separation. Gauranga Mahaprabhu always used to sing, "Krishna, Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Hey." And Krishna used to sing, what Krishna is to sing. Radhe, 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 He. Radhe, 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 He. Gauranga is to sing Krishna, 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 He. Radharani is to sing. Radharani and Gauranga is same. And Krishna is to sing Radhe, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. And this is to go like a, it is to happen. Radharani is in Vrindavan and Krishna is in Dwarka. So they are singing. Krishna is singing in Dwarka. Radhe, 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 Radhe. And Radharani is replying. Krishna, 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 He. Radhe, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. Radhe, 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 He. So this was the Yugal mantra for both of them, Krishna's mantra is Radhe, 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 He. Radharani's mantra is Krishna, 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 He. And हमारा मंत्र क्या है? हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. बिकॉज हमारे मंत्र में दोनों हैं. राधा रानी के मंत्र में कृष्ण है, कृष्ण के मंत्र में राधा रानी है, लेकिन हमारे मंत्र में दोनों हैं, Radha and Krishna. Similarly, Vraj gopis remembering their Priyatam Sham wailed uncontrollably, Krishna, 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 and sometimes they collapsed unconsciously on the ground. In Lalita Madhav, Sri Rupa Goswami says that one day in Dwarka, Krishna cried piteously, Radhe, 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 and fainted. He fainted. The astonished place attendants became very worried, that what had happened to Krishna, and they were unable to revive Krishna. उनको लगा कृष्णा मर गए क्या? भगवान कैसे मर सकते हैं? भगवान नहीं मर सकते ना. But Krishna fainted. He not able to get up. He not reviving himself. There was nothing they could do to bring Krishna back to consciousness. Narad, Balram, Uddhav met, had a round table conference to resolve this crisis. They decided that Narad should sing the glories of Vrindavan with his veena in order to stir Krishna to consciousness. Feeling apprehensive, Narad said, I think when Krishna returned to external consciousness, he will immediately run to Vrindavan. If I sing, then he'll run to Vrindavan. You are correct, replied Uddhav. But if Krishna visits Vrindavan and sees the miserable state of Vrajavasis and he hears their troubles and what they suffered, everything, then he'll become, he'll never come back to Dwarka. He'll just stay there. So क्या किया जाए? Narad replied, Uddhav, you are Krishna's reliable messenger. Therefore, you should go ahead to Vrindavan and inform the Vrajavasis of Krishna's imminent arrival. You go and tell Vrajavasis that Krishna, because they knew that, if I sing about, Vrindavan, then Krishna will run to Vrindavan. Narad Muni knew that. So Narad Muni tells Uddhav, you go first. You go and you tell everyone that Krishna is coming. So, Uddhav said, I cannot refuse the request of an advanced devotee like you, Narad Muni. Nevertheless, Krishna sent me once before to Vraj, but I failed in my mission to console them. पहले मुझे एक बार भेजा था कृष्णा ने, उस दिन मुझे जूते मारने पड़े. बम्बल बी को बोल के मेरे को रोस्ट कर दिया बुरी तरह से सब लोगों ने. मुझे याद है आज भी, है ना. इसलिए मुझे वृंदावन मत भेजो, मुझे और रोस्टिंग नहीं चाहिए. वो खाली बस गोपियों के हाथ में डंडा झाड़ू वाड़ू नहीं था, वरना उससे मुझे मारते थे पकड़ के. वो तो पकड़ के मारने वाले थे. वो बच गया मैं. The Vrajavasis are crying for Krishna 24 hours. How could I tell the Vrajavasis not to cry for Krishna? And that would be an offense. I promised them that I would immediately send Krishna from Mathura. But it has not happened till now. And it was 50 years ago I had gone. And मैंने उनको वादा करके आया था कि I'm going to send Krishna. जब भी उन्होंने मुझे जाने दिया, वरना तो मुझे पकड़ के बकरा बनाते वहाँ पे, जाने नहीं देते. तो मैं वो बोल के निकला वहाँ से, और उस बात को 50 साल हो गए हैं और अभी तक मैं कृष्णा गए नहीं वहाँ पे. अगर अब मैं गया तो सन तर से क्या डायलॉग है, सन तन से जुदा. मेरा सन तन से जुदा ना हो कर दे गोपियाँ मिलके सब. आजकल चल रहा है ना सर तन से जुदा. So ऐसा ना हो कि गोपियां मिलके मेरा सर तन से जुदा कर दे. If I go to Vrindavan again, they will never ever put faith in my word. The Brajavasis will deride me. You are a liar. You are a rascal. Balaram said, Narad, I would have immediately gone to Vrindavan after you had suggested it. But like Uddhav, I also went to Vrindavan once before and stayed for 2 months in order to pacify the Brajavasis and remove their pains of separation from Krishna. I told them, you need not feel so badly. Krishna is coming back soon. मैंने भी प्रॉमिस करके आया हूँ. I even promised Mother Yashoda to send Krishna to Vrindavan upon my return to Dwarka. But even I failed. And वो भी 50 साल पहले की बात है. मतलब मुझे भी डंडे पड़ेंगे अगर मैं गलती से चले गया तो. उद्धव गया उसको पड़ेंगे, मुझे गया मुझे पड़ेंगे. तो बोला अब क्या करें. Even I begged to Krishna, Krishna, please go to Vrindavan, save your family, friends. Kanu, Krishna used to always say, yes, I will go, but he never went. So Narad, if I go to Vrindavan, what will I tell Yasodama? What will I tell? How will Yasodama put any faith in my words? Saying this, Balaram broke, he started crying. So then Subhadra comes. Subhadra said, oh, relax, मैं हूँ ना. So everyone just relax. I will go first to Vrindavan. I will sit on Mother Yashoda's lap and dry the tears from her eyes and tell her, Krishna and Balaram are coming home to see you. I will inform each and every gopi. Then all the Vrindavan Vasis will become blissful and organize a huge festival to welcome Krishna. Narad, Uddhav, Balaram approved of Subhadra's proposal. Okay. Subhadra said, okay, now you can, you go. Then then Balaram, Subhadra started left. Then Balaram realized, अरे ये तो मेरी बहन को मैं अकेला कैसे भेजूं? How can I send my sister alone? So then Balaram accompanied as a chariot. He accompanied Subhadra. Meanwhile, back here, Narad Muni, started singing. Now he took his veena and started praying Vrindavan Prema Kirtan in Krishna's ear. Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama. कहाँ है रुचिका माता जी? You will sing Vrindavana Ramya Sthan. या राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा. So Narad Muni took his veena and he is going to sing. So Ruchika will play the part of Narad Muni here. Okay, in 2 minutes. Okay. So till then, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So, hearing Narad's veena and bhajan, Krishna woke up. Well, Krishna will wake up even after hearing Ruchika's bhajan. He will have to wake up. It's so sweet voice. Like Krishna will not able to sleep after hearing. So, at once Krishna stood up, displaying his beautiful Tribhangi form. So, Krishna ने जैसे ही सुना, कृष्णा का सुदर्शन गायब हो गया, कृष्णा का हेलमेट गायब हो गया एंड कृष्णा के ऊपर मोर मुकुट आ गया और बांसुरी आ गई हाथ में. कृष्णा के हाथ में बांसुरी आ गई और मोर मुकुट आ गया और कृष्णा का जो ऐश्वर्य रूप था अपने आप चले गया और व्रज धोती में, पीताम्बरी धोती में और गुंजमाला और वनमाला, इसमें कृष्णा का रूप आ गया. जैसे कृष्णा he displayed his Vrindavan form there. So Acharya comments that people may ask how Krishna appeared the original Krishna appeared in Dwarka. So Acharya says Krishna's Naam, Krishna's Roop, Krishna's Leela are non-different. So when Narad Muni was thinking about Vrindavan Krishna, so Vrindavan manifested there. The whole Vrindavan manifested there. And because whole Vrindavan manifested there, so Krishna, suddenly changed from Dwarkadhish Krishna to the original personality of Godhead Krishna. So Krishna, took his Tribhangi Lalitam form, it is called, which is never seen before in Dwarka. इस द्वारका में ये फॉर्म कभी नहीं देखा गया किसी ने. Immersed in Vraj Bhav, Sri Krishna quid, then when he played his flute, so suddenly his flute disappeared. Because he was now he's experiencing Vrindavan Bhav. So in Vrindavan, when he used to play his flute with his eyes closed, suddenly Radharani used to come and take his flute away from his hand. And then when Krishna used to open his mouth, "Arey, mera flute kahan gaya? Similarly, same thing happened here. Krishna, as he got up, playing his flute, so suddenly, after playing his flute vanished. So he opened his, who stole my flute? The Vraj gopis might have stolen, Radharani might have stolen my flute. Where is Radha? And he started searching for his flute and for Radharani. He's going here and there, around pillar, and Narad Muni is like, watching this, like he's praying, kya ho gaya Bhagwan? He knew this is going to happen. So now, Krishna is running here and there, thinking that he's running in Vrindavan. Because for him, the whole room, the whole palace has become Vrindavan now. He's feeling that he's in the Nikunj of Vrindavan, and he is running after the gopis here and there. So each and every pillars of the palace became the tree. For Krishna, each and every room became a new flower bungalow. So he was, seeing behind the pillars like a tree. Behind the tree is Radharani hiding my flute there. Is the other gopis hiding my flute there? Then he went, oh, they are not here. Then he ran to his room, thinking that it is the flower bungalow, the Nikunja. So he said that, oh, are they, hiding? So, my flute here. Then he looked, below his bed, because, in the Nikunj there's a beautiful flower bed prepared by the Manjaris. And sometimes Radharani hide Krishna's flute below the bed. So Krishna looked down and he's saying, is my flute here? Oh, it's not here also. Then he's like a crazy person. He's totally into Mahabhav now. Thinking of Radharani. Suddenly, he stumbled into Uddhav. And Krishna said with astonishment, "Hey Uddhav, what are you doing in Vraj? तुम ब्रज में क्या कर रहे हो? Last time कम रोस्टिंग हुई तुम्हारी जब वापस यहाँ पहुंच गए. चलो निकलो यहाँ से." Then Krishna noticed Narad Muni. Narad, how did you get entry into Vrindavan? तुमको किसने एंट्री दिया वृंदावन में? शिवा को एंट्री नहीं मिला, ब्रह्मा को नहीं मिला, तुमको मिल गया एंट्री. ये कैसे हुआ? How are you here? Then Krishna came into external senses. Oh, this is not Vrindavan, this is Dwarka. Oh, acha. Then he came. Then Uddhav just took Krishna, in his arms, and he consoled, Krishna ko, don't worry, my Lord, we knew that, you would immediately, become crazy and run to Vrindavan. So we have prepared the chariot for you. I know you want to go. So your chariot is there. Please, please board it. So, captivated by the thoughts of meeting Kishori ji, Srimati Radharani, Sham started rocking and swaying like a intoxicated man, and he staggered towards the chariot, rocking. That's why if you see Jagannath ko घुमा के पूरा हिला के लेके जाते हैं, हिला के. If you have seen Jagannath, how he's taken on the Rath, हिला के, and ऐसे लगता है कि जैसे पूरे झूम रहे हैं, पूरे intoxicated. Because Krishna was like, when he heard that his chariot is there, he's like, rocking like in ecstasy, dancing, moving like a crazy man, completely intoxicated, because he's so excited. So this is why, when they take Jagannath on the chariot, they move Jagannath like this, intoxicated. With great difficulty, Narad and Uddhav, placed Krishna on his chariot, because Krishna was falling here, falling there, rocking here, rocking there. So Uddhav and Narad Muni were holding Krishna, like in the morning the pujaris hold Krishna, Jagannath, they carry Jagannath on their shoulders to the chariot. Similarly, Narad Muni and Uddhav had to carry Krishna on their shoulders, because he was like going and then Krishna was going here and there. So even Narad Muni was dancing here and there. Uddhav Narad Muni with Krishna on their shoulder, dancing here, going here. This sometime moving to the right, sometime moving to the left, sometime moving forward, sometime moving backward, sometime right, left, forward, backward, right, left, forward, backward, like that. He's going. So उनको पूरा vertigo होने वाला था. इतना हिल रहे Krishna. But they carried Krishna to the chariot. They carried Krishna to the chariot. And Narad Muni and Uddhav placed Krishna on the chariot. This is the reason why Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath observed the Pahindi ceremony of rocking back and forth while slowly mounting his chariot. Jagannath Krishna is inebriated over the prospect of returning to Vrindavan for a reunion with Srimati Radharani. So, he's like that lover who is going to meet Srimati Radharani after 100 years. So you can imagine his condition. He's so like even after 2-3 years you meet your parents. You become so excited. You run. When you come to the airport, you run. Hey, mummy, hey, papa, like that. You run. From the. So you can imagine Krishna meeting and Krishna's love for Radha and so intense that he's totally intoxicated. He doesn't know what is happening. He's just been put there. He's just chanting Radhe, 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 Radhe. So he's like chanting and breathing heavily, chanting Radhe, Radhe, and they are like unable to handle Krishna because he's falling here, he's falling there. So like they tie Jagannath, so he doesn't fall. So they tie Krishna to the chariot, so he doesn't fall. Because Jagannath also they tie, that he doesn't fall because he's intoxicated in Radharani's name totally. So he doesn't fall. So similarly, because the chariot will move, and if Krishna is like that shaking here and there, then he'll fall off the chariot. Similarly, Jagannath chariot when it moves, they even tie Krishna there. Otherwise he will start moving here and there and fall off. So this is the reason. So everything they do during the Jagannath Rath Yatra has a meaning. ऐसे नहीं कर देते हैं वो. लोग को लगता होगा अरे टाई कर रहे हैं क्योंकि चैरिट मूव हो रहा है, घेरना. क्यों ना घेरे? क्योंकि ही इज इंटॉक्सिकेटेड इन कृष्णा नेम, इसलिए टाई कर रहे हैं, राधा नेम, इसलिए टाई कर रहे हैं उनको. एवरीथिंग हैज अ मीनिंग देयर. So and now already Subhadra and Balaram, they are moved ahead. So now you'll see that the chariot of Subhadra and Balaram, they move quite forward, and after that Krishna's chariot starts. So because this is why it takes so time to start Krishna's chariot. Because Krishna was fainted, then he got up, then he was into his own intoxication, and they moved.